Troy Hutchison, go ahead.
So, Coach, just take me through your initial thoughts of today.
Well, I mean, it was a typical, we haven't played for a long time. And so kids that normally don't have butterflies are having butterflies, and many of the butterflies are going the wrong way today. But, it's a big step to get back on the field and play some games. So I expect it to get better as we get back into the swing of things.
And then for you personally, how did it feel to get back on the field, stepping in that box and seeing your team play?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is where you want to be, and it's been a long time getting back. So it really felt good tonight to get back in the dugout and have an opponent in the other dugout and be able to play.
And then it seemed like Alyssa was squaring up the ball well in that second game, but It was going right to people, and she finally got a hold of one. Just talk about her perseverance through that.
Well, I thought one of our biggest issues tonight, was our timing was all over the place. And when you see hitters that aren't on time, it can make you look like you're struggling, and we were, just trying to get down in time, and a lot of that's is when you practice. There's a certain motor you have when you walk out here, and these kids, their motor was running a little bit tonight, and it was expected, But Alyssa had some really good at bats. Raina had some really good at bats. The older kids, I thought, throughout the day, swung the bat pretty darn good. And Malia and Deja, Peanut, the young kids, you could see that it was their first time in an Arizona uniform, and they'll get better, But that's the one observation I saw tonight was just our timing. Our timing wasn't quite where it needs to be.
Ryan Kellip here, go ahead.
And how valuable do you think it is to play in a close game like this where you guys were trailing and you were able to come back, especially because you played a lot of younger players too?
Yeah. Well, it's just valuable to play right now. We have, like I said all along, that I think one of our strengths is going to be our depth. And so being able to play a lot of kids tonight was good. Giving our freshmen an opportunity to put the uniform on and get their first at bats, I thought was excellent, and they'll get better. And, I was expecting Denham and Mariah to give us a good performance, and I thought overall they did a pretty good job.
And what's your message to your team as far as, creating your own energy? Because it seemed like they're really loud in the dugout, and obviously you don't have fans right now to help.
Yeah, I probably you think they're loud because you can hear them. I think during most games they're usually into it about as well as they were tonight. But you have to manufacture your own energy, and I thought we did a really good job tonight of that, because it's different. Believe me, it's different playing right now without fans. So I'm just hoping that that here soon we'll be able to get some fans in the stands and get back to normal.
And what do you think of the way the bottom of the order hit in the first game, and how important is that moving forward for your team?
Well, I think that's going to be a strength for us. We have a lot of different options, and when you're any good team, when the bottom of the order produces, it just turns the lineup over more and more and more, and that's very important for us. So I really believe that we can put 9 hitters in the lineup and be able to turn that lineup over quite frequently.
Troy Hutchison, go ahead.
Can you talk a little bit about Janelle Miono? It seems like she had a big game today, 3 for 3 at the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Janelle's a good player. She's really got great hand-eye coordination and great bat control. A fabulous outfielder with a strong arm. She's a player, and she will be very, very important for us moving forward this year.
Any more questions for Coach?
Yeah, Coach. You might remember me. This is Kristen Davis. I'm helping the Star.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm great. How are you?
Good.
So I'm wondering, can you describe what it was like playing without fans?
Different. I guess that's the word. It's just, especially here at Hillenbrand, one of the things that we pride on is our fan base, and our fans love to watch these kids play, and they're usually very loud. And and it was just different tonight. It was kind of serene. It was like practice, to be honest with you. And we should be used to that. So, but it is what it is right now. We've got to deal with it. But like I said, I can't wait for fans to get back here because I think that's a big part of Arizona softball.
And just the long layover and waiting to play. Did anything really surprise you or anything unexpected, good or bad?
No, it felt like it's been years instead of months. And so I was a little bit anxious today trying to figure out what we're going to look like. I mean, if you look at us on paper right now, it's a pretty powerful group, but I understand this game, you still have to play it between the lines, and they're going to pitch it. You're going to have to hit it. And when they hit it, you're going to have to catch it and throw it. And I felt like we were very excited to take the field, and I think our motors were a little quicker than what they normally are. So, with more games under our belt, we'll get back to feeling that game atmosphere, because it's a lot different when you're in practice versus when you're in the game.
Oh, thank you.
You got it.
Anything else for Coach? All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks,
you.
gang.
All right, we have Alyssa Palomino Cardoza here, and we'll open up for questions.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Okay. So Alyssa, can you just take me through that homer that you had and how important that was because you guys had just given up the lead?
Yeah. I just kind of went up there and just stayed calm. Kept telling myself to keep it simple. And I think that was just important to kind of go in and not be too jittery or to have my emotions be too high, but to just go in and stay calm and just keep it simple. And that just was my mindset.
And what was it like to be back on the field today? And what do you think of how your team played in these first two games?
Yeah, it definitely feels good to be back out here. We've missed it. We're excited that there's other teams in the dugout and not just ourselves. I think we just had to get out some pregame jitters. And I think that this team is still going to keep going strong. And I think we have a really good team, and we're just going to keep getting after it.
What do you think of the way Peanut played today? Had some really big hits.
She's all nervous right now. Peanut did great, and I think she doesn't give herself enough credit, but she's a good player, and I think she does well for our team, and we're lucky to have her on our side.
And then I think that's 3 home runs in 3 games for Peanut, because last season before the season was canceled, she hit 2. So where have you seen her development in terms of power?
I think that's just her mental game of always wanting to get better, always wanting to be stronger, and not being satisfied where she's at, and knowing that she can be better and she steps up when she needs to. So I think that's been a big thing for her, and she definitely has matured over the summer and has come back wanting to be on the field and wanting to play for us.
And then you had a couple of freshmen start in the second game. How did they look out there to you? Did you think they were a little bit nervous at first? How did they handle that situation?
Yeah, I think everyone today was nervous. We haven't played in 11 months, and I think they came out, and the freshmen who played, I think, did really well, and we're excited to have them on the field and to keep developing them, and they're going to be a crucial part of our team this year.
And for you hit at the top of the order, and in that first game, Janelle was getting on base, went 3 for 3. How important is it to have a bottom of the order that's able to get on base?
I think for sure, very important. I joked with her the other day. I was like, "You're gonna bat leadoff," and she was like, "No, I'm gonna bat 9." So so it's definitely important. And she went in that mindset of I'm gonna be 9 hitter to flip the lineup around, and she's doing her job, and she did really well.
Alyssa, this is Kristen.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Hey, let's use the raise hand function so we can be a little more organized about it. Go ahead, Kristen.
I'm just wondering what it was like playing without fans here.
It's definitely interesting to play without fans, but I think it's just mindset. We know that they're watching the live stream, and we had some on the side of third base behind the gate, so we know they're watching. So we just still go out and play for them because that's what we do this for.
Anything else for Alyssa? Troy, go ahead.
So what was coach's message after the game?
Just to keep pushing. He thinks we came out and did okay for the first time playing against somebody in 11 months. He just said we're going to keep pushing and keep grinding, and this team still has a lot to go, and we're not where we're going to be by the end of the season. I think this team is strong, and we're just going to keep impressing people.
Anything else for Alyssa? All right, thank you.
Yes.
All right, here's Peanut.
You got this, Peanut.
All right, Ryan, go ahead.
So what's kind of been the key for you at the plate? I mean, like Troy was saying, going back to last year, it seems like you've had a lot more power, and you just seem a lot more in sync at the plate now.
For me, it's just I feel like I've been more relaxed, taking my deep breath in between each pitch, and just like making sure that I'm swinging at my pitch instead of the pitcher's pitch. Because I feel like a couple times last year I was out on my front foot or swinging at a pitcher's pitch instead of getting what I know I can hit and square up, and that's what I did.
And what was it just like to be back on the field today?
I mean, obviously awesome. We've been doing so many scrimmages at practice and stuff, so I mean, like having no fans, I feel like we're kind of used to it now because all of our scrimmages and stuff, but obviously it was awesome to get out there, and I loved it.
You guys are always loud in the dugout, but have you guys even stepped it up a notch knowing that there are no fans here this season?
Yeah, I mean, and we have a really good bond with like our team this year, so I feel like everyone's always cheering. Not had to tell anybody like, hey, let's pick it up in the dugout. Like we've been loud, and I think that's really going to help us this year.
Troy, go ahead.
So take me through that home run. What did you see on that pitch? And did you know if it was gone right as you hit it?
No, I did not, but it was a change up. I was a little out in front, but I knew it hit a good part of the bat, and I mean, it felt good, but I didn't know it was gone. But as I was rounding third, coach said, good half swing. So did what I got to do. Was ugly, but I got the job done.
Anything else? Go ahead, Ryan.
And what do you just think about having a game, your second game of the season? You guys are really tested and even were trailing late in the game. I mean, how valuable do you think that experience is, especially for the younger players?
We also we got to see a couple people come in at that time. So I think it's really good that we have people on the bench we're always in the game, making sure that if maybe someone's not getting it done, that someone else can get it done. And I think everybody on the bench needs to understand that their name can be called at any time, so that they got to be ready. And yeah.
Any other questions? Thanks, Peanut.
Thank you.
Good game.